Hey everyone, welcome to that tabletop show with me, Lord Cat, and our beautiful, wonderful, and magnificently homosexual friend, Rolo T. Chris, how you doing?
Hello! How are you doing, sailor?
I didn't say stereotypical, but whatever.
Don't you get with me, Mr. Sassy. I'll show you what's what. Num 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 num. That's me blowing you. Num 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 num.
You've apparently been in the closet with Skitch too long. Hey, Skitch, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fine. Chris, just next time we're in there, can you please not talk so dirty, okay?
No. Look, when you have long hair like a girl, you need me to compliment it. Oh.
And the quiet guy you can't hear is Liam Arclight. Arclight, how you doing?
I'm normal.
You can't be normal. You're across the...
Are you trying to say I'm weird?
No, ma'am. Sir?
Can you hear me snapping with authority?
Not really, no. Now I can. Now you're snapping with authority. Now you're playing with power.
Yeah,
for those of you who don't know, Liam actually plays Denora Salunier in the D&D Wormwick session.
Not only did you pronounce the silent E, you stressed it. Saluni!
Hey?
Well, it's now the canon pronunciation, so what are we going to do about it, so...
Salunier! How do you pronounce
To be honest, this is what happens. I press consonant vowel, and whatever comes up, I go with it. Denora Saloon. That's what it is. Denora Saloon.
Oh man, a lot happened last week. A lot happened that maybe some people weren't happy about. Chris, last week we returned to the Chronicles of Wormwick, having left Vante's Tower with the knowledge of the White Orb of Lockton Keep.
Yes, we did.
And you guys decided to head over to Lockton Keep.
Yes, we headed to Lockton Keep, and we found out that there was a religious festival going on. That meant you couldn't get into the church. Yay!
Yay! So you guys turned around and you went to the Goblin King, right?
Yes! No. Instead, we snuck into the church, found the old lady, and the old lady was like, I own the orb, but it makes you blind! And Nora was like, okay, I'm gonna take the orb. And she's like, it's going to fucking hurt! And Nora's like, oh, how bad could it be? Oh my god, my eyes are melting!
Denora Saloon's eyes melted out of her head. Couple of interesting points here. One, you snuck into a holy place. Lost some karma points on that one, I think.
I was on the ship. I had nothing to do with this.
I didn't sneak into a holy place.
But Skitch did.
I did.
What possessed you to sneak into a holy place?
I mean, I wanted to try to find out as much as I could without directly interfering with anything, and confirm that what was up there was actually up there first before we sent someone in there to potentially take on.
What did you think when you first saw the old lady?
I was thinking, I was debating between should I talk to her or am I going to freak her if I talk to her, and I was debating back and forth between, well, she has a blindfold on. Should I go up there? Should I go upstairs? Will the light up there cause me to lose my my protection and being hidden? So those were kind of the things I was debating back and forth on, and ultimately I was just like, I'm gonna go back, and that's kind of what happened.
And you went back to Denora and Liam. She told you it was gonna hurt. She had a blindfold on. Why did you take the orb?
To be honest, at the point it was, which choice did she have? She is a very sacrificing person, honestly. And I know it would fucking hurt like hell, but she was willing to make that sacrifice for them, just the mobility against the Demon Baron. If she didn't do it, then maybe it was a lost cause if they don't.
So you took the orb, you lose your eyeballs, you guys get back to the ship, and then things continued to get more tragic for the party. Mm-hmm. You learned where the blue orb was, far to the east and in a big cyclone thing, and then you went south for a quick stop at Wormwick, And you guys were in Wormwick for all of, 2 minutes. And then you went to Felbrick Stronghold to find Dahl's family.
Yes,
Things kind of took a turn for the south.
because we found Dahl's family where they lived, and the landlord said that they were taken to the dungeon because they hadn't paid their taxes. So we went to the dungeon, and we found someone who we didn't realize was Felbrick at first. We asked where his family was, and he's like, "Oh, they're gone."
Not
Gone?
just gone.
What does gone mean? Oh, that means we fed them to fucking pigs!
Yes, they take their taxes very, very seriously in Felbrig.
3 gold!
Yeah, 3 gold.
Dude, Bomar charges us 50 gold for bread!
They
How much did it cost to feed them to the pigs? More than 3 gold.
It probably cost more in man hours to drag their bodies, to drag their living. Well, actually, I don't think they were alive at the time. I think they fed them alive to the pigs.
Well, even
Not
so,
that
they
big
had to
of
be
a-
escorted at a price higher than 3
What pig
gold.
just naturally eats living people?
Ones that are used to the taste of blood.
It seems crazy that.
Well, I don't think they were fully dead. I think maybe they were paralyzed but left alive.
But I mean, you're a pig. Like, if it's just straight up pig, they don't eat. I'm not getting into this. It's so dark and disturbing. I don't want to get into this because then I had to start debating whether they crushed the little 4-year-old daughter first. And, yeah, Dahl's wife and daughter were killed.
His 4-year-old daughter, yep, and his wife killed for the failure of paying 3 gold in taxes.
Yeah.
I don't know how much. If you guys could maybe give me some feedback here, is there any way I could have made Felbrig a bigger dick?
Well, he could have
he
whipped
could
his
have
penis
like
out and
shoes with the faces on them, like they're made of the faces of the people he's killed. Like it's like on his suit, like on his lapel pin, a little girl face. He's just
I actually, there is a way. If there was a way he could have magically projected what it looked like when the family was being eaten to prove that happened. That would have been.
raped them too. That would have been glory. I raped them and fed them to pigs. Your 4-year-old daughter raped and fed to pigs. Yeah, there you go.
And what ensued did not surprise me, although I was surprised that it was Dother that took the action. Kind of thought it might have been Kathleen that was going to be all holy and high and mighty on this one. But Dother just couldn't take it anymore, and he sundered this guy's ass. And encounter took place, and Kathleen got to use Bahamut, one of her breaths, disintegration breath. Does pretty good damage, 2d12, 10 ongoing damage afterwards until they save. So it's a pretty good breath weapon to have at level 5, Chris.
I was like, brah, yes, now I can attack multiple targets at once. Yay.
You kill them, you kill Felbrig, or you knock him unconscious at least, and then you'd proceed to slice his corpse up, wrap it up in his cloak, chain it up, and then throw it to the bottom of the ocean.
I JoJo's Bizarre Adventure that asshole. I Dio Brando'd him.
Yeah, still, that was more justice than he gave the Dahl family.
I'm making sure that fucker never comes back. Because you're gonna need to pull some shit out of your ass to bring him back now.
Now, you guys also learned a little bit more about the rosary as it was glowing pretty brightly in Felbrig, but
we learned that Felbrig was a vampire.
Well, you learned that Felbrig was a vampire, but the rosary power faded as you left Felbrig with the corpse with you.
Yeah, we realized that it's not everything vampire about it, but we kind of killed the leader of Felbrig, so we didn't want to kind of play Scooby-Doo for a little bit longer. It's kind of one of those situations like, let's get the fuck out of here.
You kill the leader of Felbrig, you get out of there, and now Felbrig does not have a government.
What government were they accepting anyway? 2 or 3 gold, and they were fed to the pigs.
It was an interesting government setup. I mean, let's be honest, the citizens of Felbrig were spared from the Demon Baron because of this guy.
Oh, only to be fed to pigs, a much more noble death.
Only if they did pay their
I don't like
taxes.
this guy. I'm just gonna say.
He's at the bottom of the ocean now, so who cares?
He's gonna come back just like the Rosary tomorrow.
Kathleen, upon returning, not to Wormwick, I'm sorry, you have a plan to set up you talk to Muzrog in Wormwick, and since there's no government in Felbrig right now, you have a plan to set up a puppet government with Muzrog, and then try to get the refugees to Holman Falls, where a fort's being established. Kathleen spoke with Bahamut and learned the sad truth of Dahl's wife and daughter really being dead and being sad and mopey that Bahamut couldn't do anything about it and bring him back to life or something like that. Sorry, Kathleen.
It's okay.
But you did learn the orb's effect on the user could be reversed in some fashion. Only problem was you learned from the old woman that the orb is slowly eating the souls of its hosts.
Yep.
Kind of a dark twist to the orbs, sorry.
And I don't think Greg knows that yet, that the orb's eating away his soul yet, because I don't think either Kathleen...
Denora was told.
Oh, he'll figure it out eventually. Something's going to happen where he'll understand.
Yeah, but like so far he doesn't know it, because I don't think Kathleen or Denora has told him yet, so...
And Kathleen, you finally learned that in order to complete the ritual, instead of just drinking more of the dragon juice, you'd actually have to go far to the north, to the fortress of Alwyn in the northern wastes, or, well, the northern snows at least, and travel somewhere called the East Winds.
Yes, but that's not on our agenda at the moment, because other things sort of happened.
Dother, however, when seeking aid from Coralon, received a very cryptic message. And I think this message solidified that, yes, in fact, I am your DM. Coralon meat-spun Dother, and then slapped him in the face with his cock.
Don't tell him to go to Collinggrove.
Yeah,
that was the cryptic message.
Yeah,
go to Collinggrove.
Go to Collinggrove. Well, at least he actually gave him a message, though. You know, I could have been a dick and be like, your god doesn't respond.
No, instead of doing that, you had his god slap him in the face with his dick.
Well, it's a god's dick, though. I mean, it's a beautiful dick. I mean, it's a perfect dick. It's a god.
Is that not an
I imagine Dother wasn't
level?
thinking that. They're like, oh my god, this is a magnificent cock.
Oh!
So, are you trying to say Dother might have appreciated it better if I had just outright told him, yes, go to Collinggrove?
Or a vision of something. How you could have had, like, shit all over the floor, and I think that would have been a better clue to go to Collinggrove. Like, the first time we met him, it was like, hey, where's Bahamut? And it's like, we see an empty chair. Like, he's not there. Hey, where do we need to go? Cockslap! Oh, okay, I get it now.
Now, get your handkerchiefs out, because it's about to get teary, because you guys head to Collinggrove. Greg spoke to some of his friends, while Kathleen heads to the Church of Bahamut to tell Dahl exactly what happened.
Not exactly.
Not exactly, that's true. You didn't tell him that the corpses were fed to pigs. But,
Nope.
you know, you did tell that his family was killed because of the back taxes owed. Kind of sad moment for Dahl there. I actually gave an NPC some kind of personality. What the hell's happening to me?
I liked it. It adds life to the world. It was a very sad moment.
It's extremely sad because for the last few months he's been shoveling an old man's shit in a tower. And it's been terrible for him. Kathleen tried to keep Dahl optimistic and on the right path. You write in your recap, Chris. How exactly did you try that? Because all I remember was you talking to him and Dahl going, I'm gonna go sit down now.
Well, I mean, when you get someone like that, when you have to tell someone their family's dead, it's kind of a situation where there's not a lot you can say. So I just had Kathleen kind of foretell the fact that she also knows what it's like to lose a family, and that, you know, he has someone to support if he needs it. I mean, it's not a lot you can say in that situation.
No, there isn't a whole lot you could say. You get some supplies and you ride off to Watchman's North to take out the tower. You arrive outside the tower and you have a fight with the gnolls inside and the Chain Devil from earlier in the campaign. You got really lucky in this battle, guys. The dice were on your side, needless to say. You had that breath weapon.
Do have the breasts.
You do have the breast, but that misty breath weapon turns the Chain Devil and two gnolls into a fine mist, making them utterly useless until they save. I wasn't expecting it to hit three of them, especially the Chain Devil, who is a significant amount of levels ahead of you guys. That was really interesting to see. And for the love of God, every round I could not save.